Hello and welcome to game week number 14 of the WSL.
JMC, this shit crazy.
Well, you made this.
Went through pain, I got hella heart aching. You can even ask my bro, he's gonna.
I hope you've all enjoyed the new intro. Yes, it needs a little bit of work, but for now, it will do. We can always have some red thing outside. That would look amazing. But yeah, we'll figure it out later. But we only have 5 games. We haven't got our usual 6 because Arsenal are currently involved in the women's equivalent of the Super Cup. So yeah, we're going to start with the games on Sunday. Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan10 at checkout. Peace. And heading, first of all, to Brighton. For Brighton and Hove Albion versus London City. Now, last time out, Brighton beat Everton 1-0 at Goodison Park. And Brighton have had a very good start to the season. Well, a very good They currently sit in 6th place, best of the West, let's say, after all this, you would assume the so-called top 5 in United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. And against a London City Lioness team who lost 2-1 thanks to another goal from Bunny Kadina-Shaw. We'll get into Bunny Shaw and her remarkable season in a moment. However, we now have, and in this game, I can see it being a draw because London City Lionesses, right, currently sit 8. So this is basically 6 v 8. They're separated by a point. So I could see this game being very close. I could see it being a 2 draw or 1-1 draw. I think a 1-1 draw between London City Lionesses and Brighton and Hove Albion. We now go to Everton versus Aston Villa. Now, Villa lost 4-1 to Manchester United, who have scored another goal for them, who are scoring more and more goals are Villa. And against a Everton team who, like I mentioned, did lose 1-0 at Goodison Park. They're back at Goodison Park again. They are yet to win a game at Goodison Park all year. All season, let's just say. And this at the moment is 7th v 10th. Well, basically that bottom of the anyone from Leicester downwards, there's a 3-point gap, so it's remarkably close. But yes, and I think in this game that Villa will get the job done by 2-1. We now head to the fiercest rivalry in men's football. I don't know how it is in women's football, but it is Manchester United versus Liverpool. Now, Liverpool got, I think, their first win of the WSL season, thanks to 2 own goals from 2 Tottenham players to give them their first win. 2 new signings to Liverpool in Alice Bergstrom and Alia Kalista performed well on their debuts. However, against a United team who are banging in more and more goals, reaching the Women's reaching Women's League Cup final as well. To even more boot that, they are having a remarkable season. Currently sitting in 5th place and 2 points off Chelsea, who sits a further 6 behind them. We'll get on to a massive game that in the table, but in a moment, I'm going to go in this game with a 2-0 win to the girls. Can we stay at home? That, unfortunately, with Arsenal not playing, this is our perfect chance to go into 3rd place in the league. We now head to West Ham and Tottenham Hotspur. Now, West Ham They were involved in a 2-1 victory against Leicester City. Got a bit nervy at the end when a known goal from Newslam had there, but 2 goals from 2 good players for them in Lehman. Oh, Alicia Lehman. Oh yeah, that's Leicester, isn't it? Yeah. In Vimonen Hanshaw with her first, a free kick, and Sakina Martinez adds her second midway through the second half to see off Leicester, and against a Tottenham team who helped out Liverpool winning their 2, helped out Liverpool, and I think Spurs will get back to winning ways again with a 2-1 victory. We now head to a massive game at the top of the table. It is second, the third, but you head, but it's Man City against Chelsea. Now, if Man City were obviously rescued again by Kadina Bunny Shaw, her 12th goal in 13 WSL games. Honestly, what a performer she is. 13 goals in 13 games. Even more mental. Kadina Bunny Shaw is definitely a player to watch. And let's just say, Chelsea obviously lost to Arsenal as well, which puts them further behind. If, let's say, the gap at the top is already 9 points at the top. If Man City was to win this game, the gap would be 12 points. And I think a 12-point gap against a team of Chelsea calibre could be all over. So if this is a massive game, this is a 9-point game here. If Chelsea win it, they're back in the title fight again. However, if Man City win, title's over. And then Chelsea will obviously at risk of not even making Champions League at the rate they're going at the moment. Because if United win and Chelsea lose, United can go second place in the league. It's crazy how close it is at the top. But yeah, if Man City win this, then they will head 12 points clear at the top of the WSL. And I think that it will go the way of potentially a draw, but I'm going to go with Chelsea win narrowly by 2-1. Will Bunny Shaw score for Chelsea? Fan that we don't know. And that will bring the WSL to an end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you lot. Oh, and I'll see you lot. Thank you earlier for watching the men's one. It's been that men's was a bit of an up and down one. So yeah, I'll explain more what happened in the men's one later. But for now, I'll see you lot for next week. No more Champions League and Europa League for a while, because they obviously have had their break now to decide who are going to knockouts and league phase. But find out what happens in the WSL next weekend, and I'll see you lot later on. And I'll leave you with the WSL big one at the top. Who will win it between City and to find out a lot more in game week number 14. In 15. But for now, goodbye.